welcome back to Paddock Pass Live, powered by Repco. As we round out the day here in Darwin for the Bet Easy Triple Crown, I'm Rihanna Korean, joined by Andy Jones. Andy, it has been an incredible weekend of racing.
It definitely has. We spoke about this yesterday morning, didn't we? We built the excitement really in this program for the first on-air little bit of coverage through Paddock Pass Live, powered by Repco, and we talked it up a lot, and I feel like this event absolutely delivered. The soft tyre, hard tyre options that the teams are being given to use over the last couple of rounds, for me, is working really, really well. The racing is phenomenal. The racing is terrific. It's all the way up and down the field. We've got people passing. And at the end of the day, when we look at the podium and Fabian Coulthard and Jamie Whincup tying for the round win and having to go back to a countback, I can't help but feel like the cream comes to the top as the overall weekend. And for me, as a purist supercars fan, it was very, very cool to be here and watch this.
It's been another weekend of firsts. We've had another first-time race winner with Anton De Pasquale this weekend. That was obviously yesterday. But of course, the powerhouses at the top have finished the weekend up the top once again. Scotty McLaughlin, Jamie Whincup, Shane Van Gisbergen and Fabian Coulthard all scoring incredible points in that last race. Of course, Jamie Whincup taking out the Triple Crown.
For me, for all the chat, everyone will have an opinion on it. It's great. Let's all talk about it. Be on the Facebook, Supercars Facebook page, and just fire us your thoughts. Tell us what you think. I mean, I've got my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right, and I'm sure you've got yours as well, Reed. But like I said, the key thing here is that we're entertained. The racing's really cool, and at the end of the day, the guys that are fast are the ones that are at the front of the field. Let's go.
Don't run away, Cam, and don't run away, Ludo. I've jumped you.
Ludo, I'll jump on this side and try and shade you. Firstly, I'm going to talk to you about qualifying performance. You contribute to the performance from Scott, but qualifying speed for you guys has been brilliant once again this weekend.
He's always brilliant. He's got the ability to read the grip of a track in the first corner, and then he use it. So he may lose a couple of hundreds or a 10 in the first corner, but then he knows what he's got, and then he uses that and never overdrive the car 9 times out of 10, which is why he's incredible.
He certainly is incredible, and you guys are just banking those Armour All pole position awards. Once I go from qualifying into race though, mate, I stood in the Shell V-Power garage at the end of the weekend, and I tried to read your body language. You play a very good poker game. Having said that, you look very, very disappointed. What's your read and what's your game for next week?
My read for next week is we should be able to qualify in the first 2 rows, which is very important in our business because that puts you up front. My second read is I need to do a better race car again, but there's a couple of things we can do. What I don't want to give away is position. And I'm the sort of person which I don't mind losing against somebody better than me. I hate giving away and not doing my best. I can be 3rd, 4th, or 5th, or we can be, if we've done the best we could, I'm happy. I go home and have a good sleep.
And that's a great place to be. One final question for you here, Ludo. Did you have a take on the unsafe release from the garage beside you guys here?
I am never going to comment on these ones because I don't do them, and it's very easy from the outside to say you should do this, you should do that, etc., etc. So this is down to the crew, this is down to the people of supercars to decide what is unsafe and what is safe. I'm not the one to comment on that.
I think that's a very good answer. You've been in this sport for a long period of time, and just the fact that you explain to all the people out there, because there is a lot of chat for people tuning in and they have an opinion on this, but it's one of the most difficult jobs, isn't it, when cars are coming down the fast lane, how to read that and send your car?
I mean, it's very difficult to judge when to send the car. And the other thing which can be sometimes difficult, but there's rules. So at the end of the day, you read the rules, and they are going to read the rules and decide what's in and what's not. But I'm not going to comment on that because that's not my job. I comment on springs, dampers, setup, driver, not on these sort of things.
Thank you very much. I tell you what, from all the Australian people who love a French accent, they all say thank you very much for chatting to us.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Looking nice and casual. Looks like you've been able to cool yourself down after a pretty hot weekend.
Yeah, bloody hot, that's for sure. So went in the ice bath, and that was pretty cold, but muchly needed after the weekend.
Give us a bit of a summary of how the weekend's unfolded for you.
Very up and down weekend. So we threw a lot at it in practice, and I think we found a few things with the car, which is really good. Qualified okay. Race 2, we probably underperformed from qualifying, but had a really, really good pit stop, which helped us get a few positions. And the last race was probably the best the car was. But then you had a bad pit stop, so something happened with the locking mechanism, and dumped a heap of spots, which was a bit of a shame because it was the best the car was.
You've now got a few days off before you get to do it all again next weekend. Are you going to work on your fishing skills?
I think I might have to. So I want a couple of fish for dinner, so I might book a fishing charter up here, and I don't know what else I'm going to do for the rest of it.
Jack LeBrock threw you under the bus. He said you were the most terrified at Matt Wright's experience. Is that true or false?
It's definitely false. I was literally fine. I was the first one in the tank, so I think Jack's telling lies.
How good is Matt Wright though?
Oh, absolutely amazing. One of the best experiences I've done. Seeing Crocs so close. They don't look that scary on TV and then you get to them and you realise how big and how easily they could get you. So an amazing experience and highly recommended.
Thanks very much, Cam. Enjoy a few days off. We look forward to seeing you back next weekend. Andy, everyone has really been soaking up what the Northern Territory has to offer in these few days before we got racing, and now they've got another few days that they can take on a few more experiences.
Yeah, what's the saying, Rihanna? If you're given lemons, make lemonade. And we're all up here. We might as well go and we might as well go and look at the place and soak up the atmosphere because there is so much on offer up here in the Northern Territory. I got to experience a lot of it during the week. Hey, Ray, I feel like this is the appropriate place to finish here. The Bet Easy Darwin Triple Crown has been won by Jamie Whincup and everybody within this 888 garage this weekend. You said it before, what a great weekend of racing.
Yeah, you can just see by all the trophies that this garage has done a pretty solid job this weekend. Great to see this being handed out. We haven't seen it for 20 years up until last year with Scotty getting the Triple Crown, and now we've got here with Jamie Whincup. So really solid weekend by this team here.
And for everybody tuning in, the smell of champagne is very fresh in here. It's a pretty cool thing to do.
Yeah, you can always smell that dirty champagne at the end of a race weekend. Look forward to seeing you guys back here in Darwin for the core staff at Triple Crown next weekend. We don't have to wait very long.